Welcome, Eva,
Thank you.
for my very first podcast, Authentic Studio, and Authentic Leadership.
Thank you.
So, just a little bit about yourself. Would you like to share where you're from?
Oh yes, my name is Eva. I am from Taiwan, and I was here since '97 as an international student, as everyone knows. And I grew my 4 kids here. The oldest one is 19, and the youngest one is 11.
Yay! I know it's quite amazing because I saw the last 2 boys when you gave birth. Not right, but yeah, they were just a baby, and now they are teenager, close to.
Yes. Yeah. Arthur had made an announcement on the day that I am officially teenager now.
Oh my god, how old is he now?
He's 13.
Oh my god, is that long? Oh my god.
It is.
Because when I first met you, there
was only 2 girls.
2 girls, and the second girl was just born. Yeah. How old is she now?
17.
Oh, yeah, so that's pretty much how long we know each other.
Yes.
Yeah. So, why you are my first guest is because I personally witnessed your journey from the very beginning, how we met, to this year. Yeah, you will receive the medal or the New Zealand medal, and I was just so proud of you because I saw how hard you contribute to the communities, and that was a long journey, and I just couldn't be more proud of seeing how we first met to the day your work being recognized.
Thank you very much.
No. I think you're well deserved. I saw how hard you worked. So tell me the moment when your name was on the news, and then also when the day I was fortunate to be there and witness out.
Yeah. Well, when I first got the letter from the DPMC office, my first reaction was like, yeah, right, that's another scheme.
You really think so?
I thought it was a scam, so I didn't really check it and just let it pass. And then I think a week or 2.
So you didn't even open the?
No, it was an email.
Oh, it was okay. Yeah.
That's why I thought, you would think that's a scam, right?
Okay.
And then I got a contact again and said, have you received our email? So normally scam doesn't do that.
Yes.
So I went back and checked.
Wow.
And then really read through it, and I was like, oh, that was me. But then in the letter it says they keep confidential and all that. So I was like, oh, I want to share.
Yeah, of course.
But.
Yeah.
So I thought it was okay to share within the families, and you know how teenagers like. So when I say strictly within the family,
who they told?
The boyfriend, the friend, the teacher.
It's great because they're proud of their moms. That's why they share it with other people.
Yeah, I think so. And when I say that, I thought I've made it very clear it's confidential.
Yeah.
And the boys, I can't remember which one was saying, oh, well, I told my friend and they promised it's going to be confidential. And I was like, you promised me that's confidential.
Exactly. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. To be honest, should we go back to how we first met? So people have a little bit of your journey.
Yeah.
So I let you tell a story.
Well, so when I first came to New Zealand as an international student, the plan from the family was to complete my degree and go back to Taiwan and work for mom and dad's business. But because my mom and dad in their generation, they have to work very hard. We don't have social systems in place, welfare system in place to help people. I remember that there was one morning, I have to catch bus to school, which take me 1.5 hours. So I have to wake up at 5-ish, catch up the bus by 6, so I can be there by 7:30. Otherwise I'll be late, I'll get detention and all. And mom woke up at the same time and I said, well, you just arrived last night. Why are you up? And she said, oh, I haven't seen you for months. Then we realized that we actually didn't see each other for months. And so this how busy they are,
Wow.
and they miss a lot of my milestones.
Yeah,
I remember in the parent conference meetings, it's always mom stuff to attend, and they were at one stage. My teacher were like, "Which one is your mom?" And I was like, "None of them."
Oh, so yeah, she's always busy.
Even in my graduation, I mean, I remember my primary school graduation. I was the fourth of that year. So I was supposed to go on the stage was the prize.
Yeah, wow.
Mom wasn't there.
Oh my
Her
god.
bestie was.
Yeah.
And
Was it hard? I'm sorry, like, was it hard for you when, like, your mom never...
you kind of understand. Because when I said, "Oh, it's my graduation," and she goes, "Oh, I'm not going to be in Taiwan on the day." And Dad goes, "So I'm not in Taiwan too." And I was like, okay.
So she traveled quite a bit, like, basically for the business.
Yeah. Because
Wow.
they've got factories, they're doing international tradings. The technology wasn't as good as now.
Yes.
So it has to be in person or phone calls and all. So they most likely not home.
Yeah.
And Mom does hosiery exporting to the Europe. And I remember myself at the very young stage that I was in a factory helping out package, and I was hearing a lot about the tradings and all. So when my teacher asked, "What's your family do?" I gave a very simple question there. We sell socks. So my teachers, they thought, because I was very tiny, like tiny, skinny, kind of tiny, and so my teacher thought that I'm from poverty family. My family went to the night market and sell socks.
Without knowing, actually, your mom is a distributor and
Trading,
manufacturer
yeah.
for socks, and that's wow.
So I get. Then there's a period of time she liked to share bits and pieces of her lunchbox with me, and I was like, I'm just not hungry.
So the teacher thought you were poor.
And maybe because I was skinny and tiny at the time, and maybe because
I mean, like, because people wouldn't think about, you know, like your mom's situation. She run business, distributing, selling, trading, but not like night market. That's usually people's just thought, must be just night market.
When you say selling socks, that's what they assume. And then especially every time I have different people coming to my evening parent meetings. That's what I think. That's what she assumed. And so one day, Mom came home very angry after parent meeting and all. She said, "Why did you tell them that we're selling socks in the night market?" And I was like, "It wasn't what I said. I only say that my parents sell socks." And so that's how bad I was to try to describe things when I was young. And because for me, I'm not very good at articulate things. What I think is going to be what I say. For me, in my mind, Mom and Dad runs a factory, sells socks. But when you ask me, I'll tell you direct that we sell socks.
Without the factory.
Without the factory part. And so that's when I grow up. So there's a lot of milestones that Mom and Dad wasn't part of. And so and at very young age, I wanted to be a housewife. I want to see the milestones. I want to be with my kids. So once I came here, didn't really follow the plan and have families and have kids here. I quite enjoy the time that stay home with two kids. They are quite a handful at times, especially when I don't cook. Everyone knows that I don't cook. My wholesale mom said that you are the only two Chinese girl that I know who doesn't cook. And I was like, at least I make dumplings.
It's not the worst thing. I mean, like, just don't cook, isn't it? Like, you excel in other things. Cooking just...
Well, my mom doesn't cook either, so I guess that's inherent.
True. True. I know, no, because my father used to be a chef, so I hear you. Yeah, because they will spend more time in the kitchen showing you what to do. I got it. Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah.
Every time my mom went into the kitchen, she's gonna burn something. And so
Yeah. Or instant noodle.
Yeah, even soup, she burned.
Yeah. So she's quite driven, would you say? Like driven as a career.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
So she forgot about whatever happened in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right, the moment she stepped out of the kitchen.
I have to say your mom is very lucky because despite all that, you still turn out very well because we know for Chinese family especially, like it's the likelihood of when parents didn't have that boundary, kids start going astray. But
I think at one hand they are very busy, but at the other, their safety is always their concern. The reason I was out was because there was a kidnapping happening on my way to school, and they're always not home, and we don't have cell phone back then. So mom and dad think that if I went on missing or any of my siblings went on missing, they wouldn't know until very late in the evening. So the best way is to send us somewhere safe. And mom's business partners are from New Zealand, and his mom retired in Wanganui. That's why we were landed in Wanganui.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
See, everyone thinks that why didn't you come to Auckland or Wellington or big cities, but we landed in Wanganui.
How many years when you were in Wanganui?
I was in there until 99. And so it's a very lovely town.
So that was from 1997 to 99. Yeah.
And it was. I think that's where, because I was a handful teenager.
Yeah.
I always tell people that we perfected our hostel security system.
Were you running?
We sneak out in the middle of the night, and then after we graduate, someone told me that they actually put a bar on the windows. The window can't be wide open like before. So
were you as a secondary school? Secondary school. Oh yeah.
So that's how.
What do you do now? I mean, like, do you want to talk about it for your It's going to be your daughter's like mom.
Well, my homestead mom told them as well at that time. I came here at the age of 17, but when I turned 19, 18, I started to drink. I started to smoke cigarettes. And I swear that we had fightings in the cinemas. All that kind of.
Eva, I never knew that. That's awesome. I'm sorry.
In the cinema, you see a bunch of teenagers throw their punch to each other. There were shoes all over the place, sunglasses being thrown out. That's how messy that was.
Oh my god, that's funny though. Like now looking back.
It was stupid. I think it's stupid. But because my parents don't do business, and what my dad firmly believed that women needs to know how to drink to protect themselves. So we sort of have that experience when we were young. At the age of 20, I believe, me and my sister outdrink a table full of boys.
So your sister also here?
My sister and my brother also here.
Oh, all three of you in New Zealand. Ah, wow.
As international students.
So you're all.
Well,
was that fight including them as well?
No, it was the fight was in Wanganui and it didn't include them. And my brother went to Wanganui for education as well. Out of three, I would be the odd one. So both of them got on well, studied well, and then are the good students. I am the headache one. That is really good. Just because you didn't do as good as comparing to your brother and sister, it doesn't mean that you can't do well in the future. There's a lot of people will make a judgment like, oh my god, this one is gonna be
problems. But now your mom must be very proud of you.
She is now, but before she was big, because when I say to her that I want to be a housewife, she was very mad. She was like, I didn't send you overseas to be a housewife. You could have been a housewife in Taiwan. And I think the system, the education in New Zealand, that really support me in many ways. Because in Taiwan, we're supposed to be good at everything.
Yes.
But in here, you can just be good at whatever you want to be good
exactly.
at.
I hear you because I know what you mean. In most of the Asian system is to become everybody else the same cookie cutter. But what you're saying is in New Zealand, it encourages the independent thinking. And which you values. And I have seen you speak out in different public areas, challenging authority. So that suits you well. That's why it really suits your characters.
If I was brought up in Taiwan, I wouldn't have the courage to say no to things that I don't think is right. I mean, even in New Zealand, even during my work, it's a learning journey. So there's a period of time I don't like what happened, but I struggled it myself. I didn't put it out and say it's not nice to do that. It was really upsetting and it was mentally draining until a friend said to me that, well, you're not that kind of person who put up with shit, so why do you put up with that? And I was like, yeah, what, right? So then from that moment onwards, whenever I'm not comfortable or I don't say it right, I will just ask them or I'll just say no or push back and it become my signature.
It's good because you're right. I mean, for us, like we tend to just say yes or because we don't want to disrupt the harmony of the group. But it's not the case in New Zealand, and if you don't stand out, especially, I think you represent quite a big group of people from community. So when you speak, you're not necessarily just speak as Eva. You're speaking on the representation of groups that have trusted you to voice their concern.
Yeah.
Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. Have a baby by me, baby.